Hi guys, welcome to my talk show today. I'm very happy that you guys are following up since we started up this channel last year. My name is Bibi Ukonu and today I'm here to talk to you about how to set up a company in Canada. I run an arts organization called Girls Lounge Publishing, which basically, from the name, you should know that we are into book publishing in Canada. And we started this company in 2020, in June 2020, in the midst of the pandemic, and I was just basically 6 months in Canada when we set up this company called Girls Lounge Publishing Canada. And so many months after registering this company and having the book available for sale and going around the province to every bookstore in Winnipeg and wasn't able to sell a copy, I had to retrace my steps back to how I should have started in the first place. So today, I'm going to talk about how best to register a company in Canada, how best to follow up with your company, and how to achieve your goals. There are two ways to register a company in Canada. If it's a sole proprietorship, which means you own the company entirely, you have to register the company as a business, as a sole proprietorship under your name. That means when you're filing your personal income tax, you're also filing the income from the business. That means the business solely belongs to you and it's not a legal entity. But when it becomes a legal entity, it's when you incorporate it and possibly get into partnership with other persons or organizations, and then it becomes a legal entity, and then you file the tax as a separate entity. How best do you register a company in Canada? You register a company in Canada, if it's sole proprietorship, the best way to register it is to register it through your province. Your province, there are provinces in Canada: Ontario, British Columbia, Alberta, Manitoba, Saskatchewan, and the others. So if you want to register a company, first of all, the best way to do is to register it provincially. So provincially, either you register it with numbers or with figures. So figures means you have to register a name. So every single province has a company's office where people can register their company. Surprisingly, registering a company in Canada is as easy as anything. You don't need to leave your house. All you have to do, you can do through your system, through the laptop, you can do them online. After registering your company, you get a registration certificate, and the next thing that comes after that becomes a business number. With the business number, it comes from the Canada Revenue Agency. That means with that number, you'll be able to file your tax and to follow up on anything regarding your business, including benefits and even your payroll. After registering a company in Canada, what else? You definitely want to start making income through your business. Then you get into the business and also get into the market. The best way to get into the business is first of all know how things are done. If your business needs certification, if you're into food or any other sensitive business, definitely you need a certification. If you're into every other business, definitely you will need one thing or the other to know how to run or operate your business in Canada, because how things are run in Canada is quite different from how they are run outside the country. So you have to find a way to integrate yourself into the system and get to know how you can operate your system, your company legally, how you can follow up on the company and make it much more successful. You have to possibly join an association guiding around your business. An association for publishers in Canada is the Association of Canadian Publishers, and also every province we have associations guiding the publishing business. That is also how every other business, they all have their associations in Canada. Why is it important to join the association? Is it compulsory? I don't think it's compulsory, but it is important. Why it is important is this: there are a lot of information that you can get from your association regarding your particular business and your sector. Secondly, outside the information that you can get from every association, it is all about information from the association, how they can assist you, how you can network, how you can build your business, how you can have opportunity to have your products out there and sell them in the market. That is why you actually and desperately need that association. You have to associate, you have to build your network, you have to build upon it. There are a lot of benefits that can come up from the government that you may not be able to hear about except you're a member of the association. There are a lot of ways the association can make moves to protect your business. There are a lot of things that you need that benefits from these associations, and that is why I encourage anyone that is setting up a business in Canada. If it's a cosmetic business, if it's a fashion business, if it's a food business, anything you're setting up, arts organization, just find a way to find the association guiding your business in the province. It is important to start from your province before you start moving around Canada, because that is where you find your roots. And that is why you find all the information that you need before you start stepping out across Canada. And then the market. I believe that every business in Canada has a market, possibly a distributor or a depot, somewhere people marketing and distributing your product to every part of the country. And that is where you need these distributors. And these distributors go down also. You can connect with them through the association. Your association is really important as you move forward. The association will guide you and will also teach you on things you need to know so that you do things according to law in Canada. Nothing is easy. You need dedication, you need focus, you need continuity, and that is how the information about your business goes out there. You might not really unnecessarily be the only person in that particular business in your province or in your location, but you have to find a way to carve a niche, focus on a certain market that you're very sure, or that you don't really have a lot of people filling into that market, because that is what people love the most in this country, that everyone is given the opportunity that they deserve. So because of that, you figure out a certain group of people or community that you can focus on and deliver your business to them. So that is one of the ways that you'll be able to gain customers in Canada. One example is if you're into the food business, you can get into food packaging business and package unique food from Africa and focus on the African Black community in Canada. That way, they know that they can easily go through you to get the required food, well processed, clean, hygienic from you, the way they will enjoy it, that the way they feel that they can also always relate to the taste that they've always had in Africa. Looking at the fashion industry, it's an industry in Canada that people have not been able to explore that much. And if you're focusing on that as well, then you should be able to carve a niche for yourself and focus on a certain market that people haven't been able to focus in, that you're very sure of, so you can create that market for yourself and focus on that community that deserve your product. One of the important things in building a business in Canada is reputation. When you promise, you deliver. When you promise, you deliver. And when you cannot deliver, you have sufficient excuse and you make your refund. You have to build that reputation in business in Canada, and that is the only way that you gain that longevity and continue in business in Canada. No one goes for anyone that is not able to deliver at all. With time, you find yourself going down in business, and that is the only way you can be sustained, or you can have that sustenance in business in Canada. With this information that I've been able to provide in this very little time, I'm sure you are able to realize that you can easily register a company in Canada, that you should be able to join the association and join the network and build more network around your business area or around your sector. You should be able to attend trainings and workshops. You should be able to know what it is to do business in the country. You should be able to also get information around funding from the government in some sectors, and how you can also gain funding or loans from financial institutions like banks, which are also considered in Canada. And I've been able to also let you know that you can start on your own. You can start building on your own in your little corner, in your little place, from your home office. If you observe that you can start small, you can start from your province and then build and move on. When the business grows that much that you feel so, you can bring in partners and then incorporate the company. It is always very easy to go through those administrative or levels, but it is not business. It is not easy to run a business in Canada, and that is also what I would also like you to know. Once you're in it, become dedicated, keep pushing, become focused, and be consistent. That is the only way you can be retained and you can sustain your business in Canada. Thank you so much for listening to me today. I will come back again soon enough for another topic that I feel that is really, really pressing in my mind, And I also want to talk about how to do business as Africans internationally or globally. Thank you so much. I hope to see you in another talk show.